Hello, welcome to Wofoy TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be alerted whenever I drop a new video. But if you've been coming here, you have never subscribed, please click the subscribe button. My name is Ikuya. Today we are going to talk about the interview progress update at the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia for the DV2023 winners or selectees. Many of you have been asking about this. So, looking at the way second notification letter have been sent to this embassy, the first batch of the second notification letters update covers October and December, and there were 71 cases. January, 60 cases. February, 35 cases. March, 60 cases, and then April, just recently, they sent 48 second notification letter. If you're wondering what second notification letter is, that is the interview appointment letters. All right. So, this is how far they have been doing. Not too bad compared to some other embassies. Now let's look at the breakdown of the visas that have been issued and the number of people who have received their visas. The number of people who have been issued visa at the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia is 116. The number of people who have been placed in AP, which is administrative processing, is 3. The number of people whose case status shows as ready will be 398 people. The number of people who have been refused are 60. The number of people who have been refused under 221G will be 80. Okay, so these are just individual people, not the case, because on some cases they may have multiple people on that application, but this one is just the individual, counting the single applicants, okay, like an individual person. All right, but we'll go on and then see how this is reflected in the number of cases that have been issued and approved. Looking at the number of cases that have been issued, will be 61 cases have been issued either wholly or partially, meaning some of the applicants were issued and some were not issued. AP will be 2, meaning some of them may have been placed in AP and then some of them may have been issued. Ready will be 125 cases. That means that some of the cases may, have some of the applicants under ready, and one of them may be issued or 2 may be issued. Refused will be 58 cases. That means some were either refused and some were approved on the same application. Refused under 221G will be 28, meaning some of the people could be refused under 221G and then some of them have like a different type of status. So this one is just a mixture. And then when we go on to the next one, we are looking at the cases where all the people on that specific application have the same status. It's not a mixture like the one that we talked about before. So when you look at the number of cases where all of the people on that case were approved were 58. So we have 58 cases where all of the people on that case were issued their visa. The number of cases where all of the applicants were placed in AP, just 2 cases where all of the applicants were placed in AP. The number of cases where all of the applicants on that application will be ready will be 121. The number of cases where all of the applicants are shown as refused will be 23. The cases where all the applicants show as refused under 221G will be 21. So this one, it means everybody on that particular application, they have the same status. So this is not a mixture, right? It is not skirt and blouse where some may be issued, some were refused on the same application, but this one is all down. Now, when you're looking at the actual numbers of individuals, so like the one that we just talked about the cases, if you're looking at the number of people who were issued on the cases where all of the applicants were issued will be 111. The ones that the cases where all of the applicants were placed in AP, the number of people who were affected were 3. The cases where all of the applicants are shown to be ready, the number of people who are affected by it will be 304. The number of cases where all of the applicants are refused, the individuals who were affected by this will be 23. And then those who are refused under 22(1)g, all the cases that had all of them were refused under 22(1)g, the number of people who were affected by those that status will be 57. So as you can see, it shows that some of the cases, some people were approved, like example, one case may have some people were approved and some were refused and that stuff. Now let's look at the partial cases, the partial status, right? Partial status actually means that some of the people on the same application has a different status. Maybe the main winner was approved and then the rest were refused. Maybe the main winner was refused under 22(1)g and the rest may be under ready. So it's just partial. So for the cases where they have partial approval or issued, where some of the people on that application were issued and the rest were not issued, will be 3, only 3 cases. And then the cases where some of the applicants were partially put in AP and then the rest were not put in AP, we have 0. That means that all the cases that people were placed in AP, they were all placed in AP. They didn't just leave, the main applicant or the derivatives. And then it goes for cases that are ready, where the applicants may be under different, status, were only 4. And then the cases where, they were refused, but the mixture was 35 and then the other was 7. Now, the highest case number that have been scheduled so far is 49,000. And then the lowest case number that has been attended to will be 271. 271. So, guys, as you can see, the embassy has, looking at the highest case number, it looks like they have gone really far with this. Now, let's look at how this is represented on a chart. Now, for all the cases where all the applicants on the same application got the same status, 57% were issued their visa. 29% have been refused under 22(1)g, 12% have been refused, and then 2% have been placed in AP. This is for cases where all the applicants on that specific case have the same status. Like if a family of 4 went for an interview, all of them got their visa. If a family of 4 went for an interview, all of them were refused under 22(1)g. If a family of 2 went, all of them, that was what I was talking about. So guys, this is the interview progress update from the U.S. Embassy in Monrovia, Liberia. I hope this helps you guys in gauging what is going on there. But guys, my best advice for you is just to prepare, because you never know when you'll be called for interview. Thank you so much. Thanks for sticking around watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. I love you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Congratulations on May 6th. Bye-bye.